Hi guys, it's nearly the beginning of May and we're getting where we need to be to make sure that all users are now migrated to Arch. So ArcoLinux is no longer, no matter, because ArcoLinux has always been and is always Arch. So let's do a installation from the past, which means I go to the projects and I have the one from April here, and I'm gonna go for a offline installation, and then we see, well, I'll show you how to stay rolling basically, because there's no need to jump ship. I just reread my article that we posted about the end of the ArcoLinux University, and it does say you don't need to jump ship because ArcoLinux is 90% Arch, and the only thing we need to do is think it through, give some knowledge, get some knowledge, and in my case I have the ArcoLinux Nemesis scripts where everything is automated, which makes life a lot easier. So bash scripting is something I really can recommend. I've made so many videos saying that, hey, it pays to put some time into, to put some effort into learning to script, because hey, it's basically an employee. It's basically somebody that works for you while you go and eat and have fun with your friends. It's going to install Arch for you or anything you like. So first of all, an offline systemd ext4, no special things, right? Just EFI and then root. Don't make your life complicated like I've seen yesterday again. An EFI and then a root and a home and a swap, right? No, just keep it simple and basic and you'll be just fine. Let's wait for the installation to do its work. We'll update together and then you'll see what steps or where you can go, what you can choose to get things going. All right, almost there. Okay, so we got ourselves a system. Sure, it's Arch. That means it's rolling. Anything based on Arch is rolling. Do you need to reinstall? No. In the beginning, will you? Yeah, you'll break things, and that's good because breaking things gives you the opportunity to learn things, right? Update. And update is working as well. All right, a few updates. 1.5. Let's have a look. There's a lot of Linux stuff. So I'm basically again trying to convince you that look at all the packages that are in here. The only thing that really is from us starts here. That's it. Now you count in percentages how many packages are from Arch and how many packages are from ArcoLinux. So grosso modo we're saying 90% is Arch, 5% is our configs, and it depends, right? Hyperlink is not here, etc, etc. So it depends on the desktop that we choose, the Lego blocks, but all the others, right, all the other stuff is coming from either AOR, which is another 5%, and the rest is 90%. Here is one from us as well, so just a few in there, and this is from AOR, well, basically Arch, but it's a third-party an application. That's what I want to say. Nothing to do with us. Yes, sometimes we build packages, but if it breaks, it breaks. I mean, there's a lot of packages out there in the world, and we're not responsible for any of them, except our own, which we'll now finish. Right, we'll not be updating, and now you are responsible for maintaining the config of i3, the config of Hyperlink, the config of, right? You'll be the end responsible, and you go to the Arch wiki, you go to the GitHub from the developer, and you read what's going on, what new code they've written, what new configuration, what new parameter is there, and you need to align yourself with the new code. Almost there. You know the drill. It takes always a long time to build all these things, and not everything is needed for everybody. So if you don't have a Broadcom or a Realtek driver that you need for wireless, then you remove it, right? Because it's taking up our time now to build new packages here. And there is something ready there. Remove some things. If you see things that you don't like, you remove them. One of the things I've made for myself is get me started. It will automatically remove all the kernels. Just keep the Linux kernel. The conk is gone. There's another one. The Broadcom and the Realtek are gone as well. So 3 bits that I say, get me started, right? Don't want all the kernels, just give me one. That's enough. And if there's a problem, you arch root into something. This is a great command. I don't know if there is any help. Nope, there's no help. Man arch root. Made many videos, so have a look at that. So enhanced shroot command wraps the shroot command while ensuring that important functionality is available, mounting, etc. is command specified. Basically, it's the thing that fixes, well, that's a tool to fix your system. You can always fix an ArcoLinux system with this. All right, reboot. So that's the thing, right? You start with an ArcoLinux ISO, you update everything, then you reboot. We've done nothing drastic yet, we just updated. And let's see. Control T. Let's do an update. Something you have as a reflex. Let's update, right? Chaotic AOR is up here. The extra large package repo is gone because it will be gone in the future. This is Github, free, and the extra large is on GitLab, which will discontinue the 1st of July. We'll just stop paying for it, and then we put, well, we can't use it, simple. So that's that. Again, update. Automatically everything changed a little bit. So chaotic AOR is now here, behind Arch, and Arch. And it's up to you to decide if you want to download something from ArcoLinux repo or not. Saying, okay, I'd like to have the configuration of i3, for example. I like to have that, and then copy paste it to my own GitHub, change it, and do your thing with it. Maybe you're wondering what this is, right? Since chaotic AOR is first in line, mugshot or menu libre is not found in core, not in extra, not in multilib. It's found here, but it's also found here. So it says there's a difference in versioning, and there is, because chaotic AOR has its own version, you see. So the only thing you need to do, let's make this bigger so you can actually see, CC, up. The only thing you need to do is sudo pacman -s, and then the names, menu libre mugshot, and then it's out of your sight, mind 02. Yep, that's it. Voila, and that's the difference here, the jump in numbers. Voilà. So this could be good enough, but at some point in time you'll probably realize that nothing new is coming from the ArcoLinux repo and repo third party. Nothing is updated. It has stopped. the ArcoLinux project. Okay, so that means that basically you go to npacman and you say, these guys are out. Remove these last lines once they produce errors, right? The decision can be done right now. If you got all the packages from ArcoLinux for your future endeavors, then it's fine, right? And the only difference is this thing. Now, what I'd like to maybe include in this video as well is that we have here the SIG level never, so that's okay. Okay, then I should not include it in the video. I've already changed it to never because at some point in time, December this year, the key, my key, will be revoked or will be out of date, basically, right? That's somewhere mid-December 2025. The key won't work anymore, but it's okay because this key is not used. It says never. So that's good. Another thing people might realize is the ATT. That won't be working anymore. And I've changed a few things like the mirrors. It's gone already because, well, there is no mirror as such. There is just one thing, right? Sorry, that's the wrong one. We need the narco mirror list, right? There's just the one that's free. All the rest was granted to us, and GitLab is paid and will end in July. So this one is free, but it does not contain the extra large package. You don't need it because the extra large packages are on Chaotic AOR. So there's that's changed. So when you launch the ATT, things won't be the same, right? Mirrors, nothing, packages, pacman. This one is now gone. When I activate it again, right, it will be again there, but it's a choice. The 2 will be there again, but not number 3, right? The extra large, it's not going to be there. So there's that. I did push something to the internet this morning. Well, I thought said I wouldn't, but I did. Meaning, yay, ArcoLinux tweak tool. If you build the ArcoLinux tweak tool, you get the code of this morning, which is preventing the extra large to be there, so you don't get an error. That's the only thing I did, making sure you see the total difference, between this is a code from somebody put a package build online, right? And I push to my GitHub, and when you build, you get the new code in. So this is a minus 0.03. I changed something. So this is the code of this morning. The only thing was the absence. The extra large needed to be absent. You don't see anything here, I guess. The only thing to mimic this is removing the ArcoLinux keyring and the ArcoLinux mirror list. If we do this, then we are on pure Arch, right? There is no keyring, nothing, then we're on Arch. And then the ArcoLinux tweak tool says install the keys. And when we did this, things went wrong. So that's why I just pushed a little bit of code online, so that won't happen. And again, voila, everything looks the same on your end, but yes, the code has changed. So there is no ArcoLinux, but if you want to, just a quick grab. So it's yeah, I suppose it will stay online forever, but my advice is go grab the code you like. I mean, if you're into LeftWM, then you copy paste the code of LeftWM, or you are going to fork it or something, right? Go grab the code and then be sure, look, he once again to go to the ATT, which is an older version, right? Not so fun, an older version, a few lines of code that is changed. Now, last thing, this is not my setup, okay? I would like to try the fix here, fix pacman. Is there still a fix pacman here? Fix pacman conf. What is this doing? Let's have a look. Update. It's good, right? Fixpacman.conf is a great tool. Nemesis repo, Chaotic KOR, and yes, I will keep the ArcoLinux logout, which is basically this thing. We'll try to keep it up to date and working, since I like it and I want to have it for my personal use, right? That's the only app that I think at this point in time is worth of keeping and worth of maintaining. And well, I really like the Super XL or Super X and logout or shutdown, I mean. So yeah, a new version straight from the Nemesis repo. So Nemesis repo is my personal stuff, the things that are not on core, not on extra, not on multilib, and not on Chaotic KOR. I will build them myself and I will keep them on the Nemesis repo. Why the Nemesis repo? I want to start with ArcoLinux, and yes, I'll try with ArcoNet and ArcoPlasma in the coming years, but Arch is our father, is the code, has always been the rock on which we stood, right? It's 90%. ArcoLinux is 90% Arch. So, what I'll do, personally, you see what you do, get Nemesis on ArcoLinux. I run these scripts. I run this. You go and change and adapt and run this one and not that one and this one and not that one, right? You have a look at all the personal stuff that I change on Garuda, on AOS, on Manjaro, on Reborn OS, and so on, because this is built for anything Linux. And I'm gonna change my choices probably weekly, daily, I don't know, right? Monthly. And I say, yes, I would like to have chat.wm. Of course, I would like to have chat.wm. And on it goes, changing things, getting Celtic keyrings, changing the pacman, but in this case, it's going to be exactly the same as you see, all right? And it's going to set everything straight, removing packages, installing packages, but also the important bits and pieces of an operating system will be changed. Like this one, I don't want Broadcom, right? Broadcom is not needed on my machines, nor is Realtek. So these are important decisions that you should think, hey, will that work for me or not? You have to, well, test it or analyze if you can delete it. And off it goes, and in the end result, this will remove anything ArcoLinux, minus remove, right? It will remove anything ArcoLinux. We still have a lot of stuff that's based on ArcoLinux, and it will remove them and replace it with Edu stuff. Edu is not yet there. So Edu stands for Erik Dubois. It's coming from the Nemesis repo. And that maybe I can show you, right? Anything that was missing, not on Arch, not on Chaotic, is now there. And you see the names, a lot of themes, a lot of icon themes, but also LeftWM and i3 is there, and Awesome is there, and Qtile is there, and Polybar is there. So yeah, things that I explained in the videos, because that's of course the point. All of this video as well, all of this is about making you aware that ArcoLinux just lives on in a different form, I guess. Start with ArcoLinux, right? Starts with a vanilla Arch, and then you just start, well, making decisions. What do you want? So there are 23 videos to ease you into the concept of, let's start with an ArcoLinux ISO or even an ArcoNet or an ArcoPlasma, right? Because hey, still 90% Arch. And then run your scripts, decide what config you want, decide what tiling window manager you want, or you go to desktops. And I've made videos, right? You don't need the ArcoLinux 3 tool to install a desktop. Adding the WM here. Here we're gonna go for Herbstluft WM, here we're gonna go for Qtile, etc, etc, etc. Adding i3, basically we copy paste code from ArcoLinux into something else. Run, voila, you've got i3. So I hope all these videos and more videos to come will help you ease and understand that basically ArcoLinux just lives on in a different form. We're not gonna make articles and ISOs and all that. But yeah, I'm a teacher. I'll probably keep teaching and making videos, but it's not gonna be on the ISO of ArcoNet or ALCI or a riser. That story, that ship has sailed, as they say. But there is the Arch ISO, ArcoLinuxISO.org, or we build it ourselves, like somewhere here. Build your own ArcoLinux ISO and test the last version of the ArcoLinux Nemesis scripts. It's super easy to get things going once you see a few videos of these and say, it's not harder than that. No, it's not harder than that. It's super easy. But, right, this thing, while I'm talking here, he's working. That's scripting. That's return on investment. Time you put in here, wow, right? Thousands of times I've run this thing. And voila, almost there. Reboot. Super XR. Love this. Super XR. Yes, ArcoLinux logout. And I've made my decisions, right? You make yours. I want SDM, I want an automatic login into ChatWM. It's all written, it's all in scripts. You decide if you want that or not. Maybe you like Mate, maybe you like something else. It's up to you to change those scripts. Why not start with copy pasting, basically, right? There you go. This is how I would like to end up with. I start with an ArcoLinux system, any of them, and then I would like to have this, and then we start watching some YouTube and listening to some music and do our stuff, right? We have a basis for the coming years. Cheers.